What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Malignant video breakdown and mini review. I haven't decided really what I've thought of this movie, as it seems like not only a mishmash of 2000s horror, but a hybrid of James Wan's gritty Saw and cinematic Conjuring movies. It's one part B-movie and one part potential religious horror that the Warrens would revel in if this was the devil. I went in not watching the trailer, as anything by James Wan is an instant buy for me, even his Fast and the Furious movies, in a franchise which I really don't like. We open with a doctor at a creepy hospital recording their findings on what sounds like a monster who has broken out, only to be knocked out by the doctor, which reminded me of the raptor from Jurassic Park getting sedated. It's 1993 and we cut back to the modern day, which was weird as the house and the appliances look like they were straight out of the 70s, as Madison, a pregnant woman, returns home and she's unwell due to her pregnancy as her husband hits her. We learn that she has had multiple miscarriages. However, the twist that a parasitic twin left over explains why she has lost the children, as it's jealous of her life. Derek is an absolute D-bag and killed by a creepy ghost-like vision, which Madison has visions of throughout the movie. However, over the course of the movie, we see different people linked to the doctor and the hospital at the start who were brutally murdered. At the start, we have Conjuring-style horror and jump scares, which are just so very cinematic and shot very, very well, as the doctor is hunted by the monster. I love that Madison sees the murders and the doctor screams "Get out" with a jump scare, which looked stunning. A seemingly random woman is kidnapped and kept in an attic, and to be honest, it was absolutely obvious that this is not only Madison's house, but, well, it is Madison in some way, due to the long hair being very much a giveaway. The movie, unfortunately, is pretty predictable, which, again, isn't a bad thing that it's predictable as long as you have a good time watching it. The movie sifts from Conjuring creepiness to Saw-style gore pretty quickly, and I feel the movie would have been stronger if it decided if it wanted to be a suspenseful jump scare horror or a Saw-style gory slasher movie. The people are killed as the police also get involved, and Madison hears the name Gabriel, and it seems that, well, she is linked to the killer, as she reveals to her sister that she was adopted, and the mystery lies behind the truth of her past. While the suspect for the murders, her adoptive sister Sydney, investigates while the police actually look into this as well, and we learn that Madison was actually a patient at the hospital all those years ago. Her mother was assaulted at 15 and handed the child over to the hospital as her mother was ashamed of her, which was just horrible. It was just a child, really, who was assaulted. Her mother said it was an affront to God. It turns out that the whole thing was that Madison was originally named Emily May and was thought to have had a teratoma on her, but it was actually a deformed sort of conjoined twin that was evil, but not really a conjoined twin. We see this in a form of footage of it attached to her in the past that looked, to be honest, a bit comical. Now, Gabriel wasn't specifically a conjoined twin, but was more of a parasite. Now, what happens next is they cut out Gabriel, but it turns out that it is actually attached to her brain. So they attempt to subdue Gabriel. However, all this time, Gabriel has been dormant in her brain and taking control of her and projecting things into her brain. This is why when we saw people being killed, it was a sort of mind palace prison that Gabriel used to put Madison in while Gabriel took control and did his thing, which was pretty clever. However, the idea that Gabriel was stupidly powerful, can control radios and even explode a pacemaker, yes, that kind of derailed the movie somewhat in my opinion. This is because the movie did seem, for what it was, pretty darn grounded. It's based in at least as much science as I can tell, and what we got was a ridiculous thing where this stupidly powerful Dead by Daylight killer goes round and wrecks absolutely everyone, which it just didn't work because at the start, we're lured into a creepy jump scare movie, but we get a B-movie trauma thing at the end. It didn't really work in my opinion, but I did enjoy the movie for what it was. Now, Gabriel tries to kill his mother and Madison's adoptive sister. However, Madison does actually use the tricks against him, making him think he killed Sydney and the mother, but she has taken over the body and they have a duel in the Mind Palace. However, we do see a flicker of a light at the end, hinting that Gabriel could still be alive, which I do think, because I think she's just taken control, and what's happened is that Gabriel is alive within her mind, but she just has to, wrestle with control every now and then. Overall, it was an interesting movie, a completely new IP, and something which was totally original. I just hope that the next movie, obviously they're going to make a second one, it seems to be getting good reviews, that they do kind of double down and lean into what they want it to be throughout the whole movie. But that is it for this video, so please do drop a like down below if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.